Were you looking to overthrow the government during the protests?
We were not looking to overthrow the government during the protests. We were looking to replace dysfunctional systems. Accusing us of trying to overthrow a government is, it just shows you where the country sits. You know, Professor Kindiki, even, no offense, going by the pitch of his voice, he sounds like a flute. A flute, if you think about it musically, is a melodic instrument. It's supposed to have only one note. It cannot produce multiple notes at the same time. Remember, this is the same professor who said, who's now accusing us, his president said that as far as he's concerned, there are no people who are missing, that there are no people who died from a protest. Suddenly, he showed up with a particular list. Now, earlier, he said, remember when he was grilled earlier before the sham cabinet was reshuffled, they said that any police who was acting like that, when he was being re-interviewed for this role that he's playing currently, he said that police were acting on their own. Then suddenly he's here to say that he's now defending the actions of the police, saying that the police did not use any lethal force. Now we're asking ourselves, based even on the graphic evidence that we had, what did Rex Masai do? The boy who was shot by a sniper, David, whose brains were splattered on Parliament ground. You know, for you to say that it was defending the country or a constitutional institution. Now, the state cannot grant or take away the right to life. It is above a building. It is above a constitutionally instituted premise. Now, our question now would be, then what did they do? Because if they were armed robbers, then we would say something else. But a lot of the people who were shot down by the police because nobody died of the protests, when we were protesting for good governance. Yesterday, we were saying that we've seen now politicians start to wax lyrical on the internet, and they're saying all these kinds of things, and they now want us to have a conversation. The time we wanted to have a conversation, before any life was lost, they were busy mocking us. And then now suddenly, they want to craft this story around the sudden politicians. Do you think a politician would have funded the things that we saw on the 25th? Now they've sat down, and it's their typical egotistical spiel where they think that everything revolves around them. That because somebody must have mobilized these youth, and they think that it was one particular person. So we did not want to overthrow a government. We wanted to change the systems. But now it is apparent, even just depending on whichever Kenya you live on, any Kenyan who's present here knows that we either need a bullet revolution or a ballot revolution. Now that these bullets have been used against us, and now they've weaponized us, they've used the bullets, and now they still want to weaponize the ballot come 2027. And now that's why we are still saying that the pressure must be kept up. Yeah. That when we say Ruto must go, our clarion call has to be clearer, because the lives of the young people who lost their lives in Parliament grounds must not have gone in vain for these politicians to come and talk such nonsense on television.
Okay.